Desperate times demand flexibility. Code White.
Welcome back, my little recusants, to another episode of Final Fantasy 13. So, we have just escaped our containment with Sazh and Vanille, and now the Primarch has issued a Code White scenario, which, given that we're in the engine room, has powered off the engine. Curious that. But what isn't curious is that we have some Christogen points to spend, and we're gonna level up. Nearly getting Spark Strike, which is amazing. But then, I just foolishly completely forget I was grinding last episode and leveling Medic. And then I realised, oh, too late, and I now miss out on a roll level. But that's my fault. Oh well. This area looks really cool, but we're not going to be spending too much time here. The combats aren't that exciting. The loot, I do kind of run up. You can go into that center area. There's a treasure chest with a phoenix down in it. I collect that. But I kind of cut it out because I was meandering around the place for way too long. So, concisely, just don't miss. Go a bit further around the ring, and then you can get a treasure chest with phoenix down on that upper platform, and then just circle down from the green area and circle back to get the treasure chest that I'm going to unlock now. And that's basically this area that I explored. I don't know if it's just me, but I'm just super excited to just get all the parties back together now at this point. So in terms of grinding, this place isn't great. There's lots of enemies that are the shell guys and the healing flans and stuff. So they're just not quick to defeat. So this place isn't good for grinding levels, I'm afraid. But very shortly we are going to get to one of the best places, similar to the slugs in the Gapra Whitewood levels of good grinding.
Well, isn't this great?
What I just find so funny is that they don't even render two of the flying enemies. There was 6 flying enemies and one of the turtles, and the game's oh yeah, so we'll just put 1 and 1. Having said that, you know, watch this little combination of the Photon Burst and Cyclone nearly wipes our characters. And this is where enemies now are going to be able to launch us, and we need to be keeping on our toes, and the skill Vigilance, as well as just moving away from certain hazards, or keeping your characters on the move or not all clumped together, can try and mitigate the scariness of Aero. But I wanted us to show this as well, because now that Sazh has 4 ATBs, his Synergist role becomes really impressive with just the amount of stats that he can just throw up now, which, Faith, Vigilance, bam bam, really, really good stuff. And as I say, with Synergist, it's kind of 2 is the magic number. I know for Commando and stuff, a 5th bar will be really good. Same with Saboteur, but the Synergist only benefits from, I suppose, a 6th slot in the ATB bar. Just the fact that we're able to get buffed up so quickly is amazing. And if you imagine it, you could have Hope when he gets a 4th ATB segment. You can have Hope and Sazh just applying so many buffs. It is unbelievable. And the only unfortunate thing is that I just don't change to Commando quick enough, because Commando slows down the Stagger's progression. it doesn't go down as quickly. And if I just had Commando on that little bit sooner, I might have done just that little enough damage just to take it out. Or if Vanille had landed like an Imperil or a D-Protect. Not to blame Vanille, but you know, she could. I mean, I give her the specific debuffing wand, and she doesn't land debuffs. And then we have the enemy, and this is my other problem. I should have just let the 4 ATB bars charge the last time, and I probably would have done enough to get him before the shell regrows. And like, I don't even know if you're able to defeat an enemy while the shell is on. Like, it just doesn't seem to. Like, it's on such low health and it's taking such little damage that it's just really frustratingly won't go. But if we're able to get it staggered, we don't. And while we're floundering in the air, Vanille lands the final one. So like, look Vanille, you didn't land the D-Protect, but like, you got the thunder in the end. So thanks, I suppose.
The wind, it's dying down.
Yeah, it's stopping. And we're decelerating. They up to something?
I don't suppose it could just be, I don't know, good luck?
That looks a lot more like bad luck.
You got a point.
Not to me. That we can do something about.
So we are back with Lightning as the leader
Let's turn the
again. But like with anything, we were spawned in the middle of a map and there's road behind us. So go backwards because they have invariably hidden a treasure chest in that little corner there. And like, listen, that was just like a little voice line, but I appreciate it. It's like the characters do just mention, like if you're going around in circles, like, oh, hope you don't get lost, or like that Lightning ran and then stopped, and then Fang's like, did your feet stop working? Why have we stopped? You know, I think it's just really good that the characters just have those little moments of interactions now that they are all voiced and are actually moving around with us on the overworld, you know? Now, we got the Wind Whistle Scarf, which is going to be an amazing accessory for Lightning with her Axius Blade, which is brilliant. And just a little heads up, guys, I kind of do like a little bit of shopping, but just be aware, here is where we are going to find our absolutely amazing grinding spot for Crystalgen points, or Crystarium points. And basically, the plan of action is that when we go around a certain corner, there's a big amount of enemies on one side of a stairs, and then you basically run up a stairs and then down a stairs to get like over a wall, and then you kind of fight enemies and move on. But if you go up and down the stairs again, that area with like super strong enemies and like really good, I shouldn't say super strong enemies, with a large amount of enemies, that gives us a big boost to our EXP gain. So that's all really good. And again, I am just slamming these upgrade materials into this weapon, trying to get to the next level with it. And like I say, the stat boosts aren't great on it. Like, if I was to even upgrade the basic weapon that we got, like Lightning's default weapon, we would have way more stats now at this point. But the ability is really good, and the ability actually showcases itself in this coming set of grinding opportunities. But yeah, just trying to finish off getting all of the little things in Commando, because even though it costs more, the stat boosts are better. And now that Commando's finished, we can move along up through Medic and just check what's there. And we have a new TP ability, Renew, which is great. And we also now have Raise. So we got the Lifesaver just in time for if we were like speccing Lightning really high into Magic. We'd obviously be speccing her into Medic and Ravager first to kind of find those MP nodes quicker. Whereas obviously with Snow, Sentinel gives him lots of HP. And even in like Ravager, he's getting plus 40 HP, like it's a bit crazy. And for Fang then, we're just going to stick to Sentinel and... I said Sentinel. We're going to stick with Commando and Saboteur. But we're actually going to just skip some of these fights. Like, I know we got a preemptive, but like, you know, you've fought these things before. Just watch out for the cyclone situation and you should be grand. But we are just running across this area, and you'll see there that little hill wall where we're here. It's magical. It's not this stairs, but even if you like look at the mini map, you can see just an absolute cluster of enemies in that center area. Like there's also tons of enemies at the foot of this stairs anyway. And we're just going to show you these battles because it has 5 enemies first of all. It has the ballerinas second of all, who are like a bit of a scary presence on the battlefield. There is no doubt about it. And we just have to be really careful because this is what I would call the glass cannon group. They have AoE cyclones. They have the ballerina figures that like attack very, very quickly. So we do not want to be overly antagonizing them. But watch my blitzes and watch the ATB bar. We are getting so many hits from all these different enemies that it's just refilling over halfway thanks to our weapons secondary ability. And we're keeping hope on Medic. Like he could be doing Ravager stuff, but like for now I'm just happy to have us all on really high HP because more than likely this could turn pear-shaped really quickly. But all good so far. And now we just wipe out that pesky fly. And I get to show you guys that we get digital circuits. So that's like 1 drop that the enemies can drop. But look at this. Look at this area. This is what we're farming for the foreseeable. I'll do it off screen. But when I tell you, just watch this. You're able to get preemptives. So like it actually takes like about 30 seconds of the fight just for Lightning to hit all of her preemptives. But this is where you would go on, and even if you were to do the, let's say, Quake, the Quake thing could be really good. And like just hit some Pandaras, maybe. But this is where if we actually had Fang on Saboteur, she could have been doing Slogas or the AoE Saboteur skills, which would be really good as well. But we just need to turtle up because again, this battle, while amazing, can be a bit tricky if we don't leave ourselves enough time and space to like have the defenses up. So look at all these. All these are doing tornado kicks. We need to have our Sentinel take all these hits, which she doesn't. And now look at us. We are 2 down. We're in trouble. Could have done with an owl Renew or owl TP skill. Save us on these 2 Phoenix Downs. But yeah, it's at this point I go, okay, fair enough. You have flexed your resources. I'm just gonna blitz with hope on Medic. And like, you know, it's not about getting 5 stars. Sometimes it's just about getting through the fight. But ultimately, like, it's just showcasing how good her speed weapon is. The Axis Blade, proving work here. where I'm just able to attack so quickly that like all I need to do is just have her other accessories be max strength boosting items, and all of a sudden I'm just tearing through mobs of enemies and just doing so much damage. It is just great. And now look, they're even both doing tornado kicks, but we're not the least bit worried. It's like, okay, yeah, you do that, but now there's only one of you, so have at it. So while that battle was a bit ropey, you know, wasn't by any means risk-free, but like still got 5 stars, got tons of Crystarium points. How much did I get there? I just need to rewind. I'm like actively rewinding here. Nearly 1,000 from that one fight. Nearly 1,000 CP. Lightning, just going through medic, getting Raise. She just unlocked Rage there. Raise. Oh my god, I can't commentate today. We are basically going to be zooming along and maxing out our Crystariums for our characters now at this point. Because between that fight with the tons of ballerinas and the kind of other fights at the top of the stairs, this is where, you know, getting the Ravager level is great, but getting these other passive abilities like Overwhelm are just really going to help build that stagger gauge all the more quickly. And obviously Fang now having Curse and Kurska, moving further along to get more magic. And now we are just going to cut out all these other fights because you've seen them in various variations before. But you're getting basically 900, 1,000, so like nearly 2,000 on that lower floor. There's a shop that we can sell our various components to and upgrade for better weapons and such. But all we have to do is run down, fight these guys. And I mean, we might as well try and get another passive ability while we're here, right? And just, again, looking along and seeing, okay, are there anything that I missed further back? But yeah, we enter into this fight. We get about 700 EXP. And then we just skadoodle back up and over the other side. You can save between the points if you like. But pretty much after this Crystarium, really guys, we're going to be finished up for this episode. When you come back, I will show you all the grinding that I did. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Keep an eye on the in-game clock, because this probably is only going to be like an hour or so of grinding. It won't be too bad. But yeah, we're nearly there. Yeah, 17.5 hours. Oh my god. But yeah, 17.5. So let's see when we tune in next episode how long I grinded for. But all I will say is it'll definitely be worth the wait. So yeah, let me know in the comments what you think of this grinding place. If you used it in your playthroughs, or if you're playing along, how did you find it? And I will talk to you guys next time. Have a good one.
Battles we can win if we